Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. Do you know where we can find that?
Yes.
The Wrestling Hand.
That's right.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/AwesomeCast. It's a Dave Potter. It's time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter. Hello, and welcome. And I don't know where my camera lands right now since I changed everything in the studio, so I'm kind of shifting over here. But this is the AwesomeCast where we get geeky with you guys. And I hit the switch. There we go. Oh man.
What did you do?
Getting a new vibe here in the new year. But we got a great crew with us.
AwesomeCast.
That's what I get used to. That's what we're getting ready for the. There you go.
And
that's what I'm getting used to.
Who are you?
I am. There you go.
And I'm.
Kid Mental on the ones and twos with us tonight.
We also have.
Dave Ponder with us as well, sir. Good to have you back.
Good to be here.
And of course, we do also have from Studio D in Studio C in the Big D of Dormont, PA. He's the gadget guru at Big Bank International Esquire. He is. Hello, Chilla.
I have all the letters.
You have all the letters. You have all the letters going on. How you doing, man? It's been a bit.
Not too shabby. Happy holidays.
Yes, absolutely. Just checking my feed real quick. Anyways, we're gonna get right into our awesome things of the week here. Thing of the week. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go.
You got a cool thing. This is
Yeah,
I was just kind of pumping this up for Chilla here before the show, so we should probably have you go first here.
All right. It's called Circuit Mess, circuitmess.com, because it is a mess of circuits at some points. Here's one. It's the Bite Boy that my son just made this on Christmas. We got this for Christmas, and all of these parts were soldered by yours truly. Me and my son put this together.
Nice. It looks like I guess like a Game Boy Advance, I guess you could say, shape-wise and everything. It's
It's I don't remember how to turn it on because I didn't get to that part. He turned once I finished helping him. That was it. He was here it is. Let's see if it turns on. Oh, it was already on. Did he that probably? Oh no, there it is. Boom! It's coming on, and it's got like Snake and all that other stuff. Bite
nice.
Boy, and he's got different games on that one. And then we also made this one was the longest one because we had to do two, and each of those buttons had to be soldered on. So all those buttons, the speaker was soldered, and these antennas and this was soldered, and there's layers here and there. But like, this is the first time I was like learning. I'm learning with my son and learning how to solder pieces, and the switch we soldered together. And we learned a lot, but not only did we learn a lot, this is pretty fun. And the cool thing about this one, the last one I showed you guys, they give you 2 of them because, you know, you can text to each other. It's old school texting too. So my kid's learning old school texting.
I was going to say, because it looks like it has like kind of a keyboard on it.
Yeah. A, B, C, D. So you got to, you know, do this when you're, I mean.
The old T9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, but the surprising thing is 10 kilometers away from each other.
What?
That's 6.3 miles. I know. I was like, dude.
I've been looking for headsets that can do that.
Yeah. It's on this system called the LoRa system or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty cool. And he was like 10 kilometers. I'm like, you know, that's like 6 miles, right? And I was like, if you were at Panda Express and we were at home, you could text me. It's pretty cool. So yeah, Circuit Mess is my thing of the week.
Some
I
James
love it.
Bond type stuff there.
Right?
Yeah. So this is really it's kind of like it's aimed at kids, right? It's a very STEM kind of thing, you know. I mean, this feels like the next step of the old. You know, I had the old Radio Shack electric board. I don't know if any of you guys had that. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what
I had one of like the 101 or whatever.
Yeah.
I was jealous of you guys.
Yeah, so this the different boxes that you can get for this. Like there's a little like button happy face LED that you can do. So like,
and it's a subscription box, right? But I don't like subscription boxes to a point, because I can't keep up with them, and sometimes they get pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I was like, I'm saving some money up so that Christmas I can buy him a box, and you can just get a specialized box. Mm-hmm. And I got like the robot box for the youngest one, and then that one for him. And it's cool because you don't have to get the box. You can just get one and see how it works, and if you like it, get another one.
Nice, very cool. And then there's the invent your own gadgets. So is there like, you know, are you able to kind of build other things out of these parts or something?
I'm not sure about that because we only have like so many, but I know like on the Byte Boy, you've ever seen Scratch? I think it's a CMU project or an MIT project. Is it
the coding app?
Yeah, the little coding app.
Yeah.
So they use circuit blocks. That's what theirs is called, circuit blocks, which is the same block code. So my son already knows block code because he was working with Scratch. And so now he can take the block code. He could go to the website, go to the block code, make the block code, and then import it into his Byte Boy and play it on his system. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome. So I think this Scratch, I think, is an MIT project, actually.
MIT, yeah. That's right.
But so basically, like, you're making video games through Scratch.
Yeah.
Right.
Or apps or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did some animation I did some animation for him. We were making a little project on there.
Nice.
I got to show you next time. It's on YouTube. I did the little character, but he walks around and he's like got his little move and stuff. So
that's awesome. So that is I just lost it here because I was looking at Scratch.
It says
good
to get it with the STEM box subscription. Do you pick what goes in the box subscription, or how do you get just that one?
From that one, you can. I don't remember how to get to it, but you can. If you surf it, you will find where you can just pick a box.
Pick a box.
Yeah, and it's like a specialized box or bundles or something like that. And that's where I got it because I was like, I can't do subscriptions. It's too much for me. We were doing Kiwi. We tried a KiwiCo, one of them or two of them, and then before that we were doing Tokaboka, which was pretty cool. It was fun because there are Tokaboka boxes and stuff that come, but it started getting like, you gonna throw that away? It's just like
you do it and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not something that you're going to keep around. It's just like that little kitschy thing that you did and that was it, right?
That's it.
So excellent. So Chili, like I said, this sounds like the kind of thing, because I feel like you've done some of these kinds of projects before, right?
We rebuilt some PCs and stuff. Nothing this cool.
Oh. That's important though.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's definitely important. It's just not as cool.
No.
We didn't get out the soldering iron
and burner.
So it looks like it comes with the soldering iron and the clippers.
Be careful. Some of them do, some of them don't. So like this guy right here, I was assuming since it's the bigger one, would have came with the soldering iron, but I used my own. I had my own soldering iron. We did this one. Well, actually, we did these first, and then this was the oldest one, the youngest one. He doesn't really want to do this as much, so we started. Him and his brother went downstairs and started doing his smaller version of this, and the smaller version actually came with a soldering iron. It had some solder. It had the sponge. It had like almost everything, and I was like trying to use my old whatever, and there's a brand new one right there. So you just got to read into it, and yeah, you could the nibble. I think it's called the nibble. That one does come with
the nibble.
I think it's the nibble. This the Bite Boy versus the nibble. I don't know. I think this was more expensive. I'm pretty sure this one was more expensive, but the other one came with the solder. So hey, love it. I'm not complaining.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, that is what was it called again?
That is circuitmess.com or just Circuit Mess. They do Circuit Mess and then circuit blocks for your block coding.
There you go. Go check that out. That's pretty cool. Chilla, what's your awesome thing?
I got some organizational stuff for the holidays, and I'm super excited. And I'll have to give a demo of the new setup
Like right now.
next time I'm on the show.
Oh, you should do it now.
No, because actually it's partially in use in the other room.
Oh.
There's some video gaming going on as it's the last day of
Home.
Christmas vacation for the kiddos. But I started to rebuild a desk setup for streaming because I'm an epic fail. I didn't get to film my resolution, but my resolution is to actually stream and cast and blog more.
Nice.
So I actually built out an area, and the reason for the rebuild is because I was banned from YouTube.
Wait, what?
Why?
Well, it was a short ban. I think it was like a 1 week ban because I was off camera while my son was streaming.
Oh.
And if they see a kid with no adult present
Yep.
on the stream,
Yep.
within about 30 seconds, you're banned. Like I said, it's a short ban.
Mm-hmm.
So the new setup I actually built at his desk area, an area for him, and then I dumpster dove for an old school PTZ camera, like the pan tilt zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 1080p like 40x optical
Okay.
zoom camera. And it's actually mounted up on a shelf so it can get the couch at the same time. And then I'm messing around with a remote. What was the remote mics you guys were using?
Oh, the iPhone ones?
Yeah.
I can't. I could run back and get it out of my bag in the back if you want. But
Because that's the last thing I'm missing is a mic for the second spot. So I have camera coverage. I was thinking about feeding like the Xbox or something audio back through,
so,
which would then pick up my voice remotely.
But it would be for iPhone. Was that usable?
But I should be able to pipe that back through the.
Okay.
It's a remote.
I'll give me the name. I'll look around at it. But so yeah, so I did a bunch of reorganization of the desk. One of the things that's the first link in there is actually one of those pegboards, but I didn't have space on the wall.
Oh.
I needed something that would attach to a desk. So for Christmas, I got that pegboard, and it works out extremely, extremely well. Gives me a place for actually the second keyboard.
Would you?
I actually use the cup for the mouse.
Wow.
And then I
that's
have a
dope.
bunch of other stuff
Nice.
pegged up on it. It has, I actually rigged something up for my controller, and then I have headphones sitting there. So it works extremely well, lets you attach to pretty much anything. If you buy more than one of these, you can actually join them together. That you have there has them kind of around the corner of a desk. They pretty much fit anywhere. which and the obviously then you can shuffle around the things on the board. It does come with like 3 weird magnetic. That looks like it has 5, but it comes with these weird magnetic like things. I'm guessing it's like if you wanted to put a Post-it note or something up on there, the red things. Yeah.
Oh, those are magnetic.
They're Those are magnet. Everything else goes into the pegboard except for those things.
Okay.
I haven't found a real use for them, but I also don't use paper or anything.
Can you
like that,
can you like hang? Are those balls like deep enough for you to hang like a key ring or something?
You could put a key ring on there or something like that. Yeah, if you had something on a key ring or like a USB thumb drive on a chain or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Or if you had it like,
can you put the arc reactor on it?
I could. The arc reactor is too heavy.
I just happened to see it. I was just. I wanted you to pick it up because it looks.
That's too heavy. The nanotech arc reactor is light enough to go on there, but it's nanotech, so that would work on there. But
Chilla, is the board metal then? Since you can use it, since it has the magnets just sticking directly to it.
It is metal. Unlike the IKEA ones that are kind of like, I don't know what, the plastic. I have a thing for pegboards, so weird like that.
I thought you were going to talk. I thought you were going to say something about you were 3D printing a pegboard, because I've seen those 3D printed pegboards that just snap into each other and keep going and keep going. So I thought that's.
I don't have a 3D printer yet. Yeah, but that's actually interesting, and I don't know if I would 3D print the pegboard as much as I would 3D print stuff to go on the pegboard.
I have to show you this pegboard. It's pretty dope. Like it's multi like functional, and you can just. It's almost like it's like Lego type connecting, but it's not Lego, but it's modular, and it's pretty dope. So I thought I think you would get a kick out of it. If you got that, I'm pretty sure you'll like this.
Yeah. Ship the link along. You're gonna make me poor, but I thank you.
Awesome. So that is the so when you had a secondary one here.
I had a second
right?
thing on there, which I'll tell you what, this has made everything amazing. It is a 16 port USB 3.0
hub. 60 watts
and 60 watts. Yeah,
I need to replace my multiple USB things,
and
not all of them are 60 though.
And it has high voltage USBs in the one section. It actually has 5 volt 2.4 amp USBs. Those are the orange ones at the top. And it has your normal standard USB 2.0 in the middle. The blue ones are USB 3, and there's actually 2 USB-C at the bottom that are also USB 3.
So it's an interesting mix. It looks like.
Wait, so it's a hub too. So it's So you can put different things like different to your computer as well.
Yes, and not only can you put different things, each individual USB port has an on-off button. So the little black things next to it.
Oh, don't pull the camera on me.
are on-off switches, and then there's like a little blue light that lights up next to the port when it's on. So there's certain things like when I sit down that I may or may not want to necessarily be on, and this lets you individually turn those devices on and off. It also, interestingly enough, this is the first one that I've seen that actually is USB-C from the hub.
For real, right?
Yeah, and then it's USB-C with they give you like a little
adapter.
I would be sketchy using the adapter with that much stuff
going
through.
Right?
Because those have been getting weird on me a little bit. So this isn't for I don't need 16 USB 3s. And the red ones, the power ones, those aren't data. They're power only, correct?
No, they'll do data.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure they'll do data. I can double check that.
Okay.
But I'm fairly certain that's where the Elgato Stream Deck is.
So maybe not great when I have my 16 hard drives that are mostly all USB 3 necessarily. But if you have a mixture of things, if you're a normal person that has maybe 3 drives, you know, and then everything else is just random phones and stuff that don't necessarily need the 3.0, then this makes a lot of sense, actually.
Well, I mean, you figure you get 6 USB 3 ports.
Mm-hmm.
And then if like I have webcams, the Elgato Stream Deck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that comes in handy for that. Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah, like I have like I picked and chose what is in each section based on speed. The interesting thing was, and I actually have an opportunity to use a different pan tilt zoom camera that's actually in the Logitech Rally Bar. The problem is that I couldn't get a USB-C cable long enough. The interesting thing is plugged into this actually provides enough juice for me to use a 10-foot USB-C cable to a pretty
Really?
power intensive device.
Wow. 10 feet.
So 10 feet.
Dang.
So I can actually get it like halfway across the room. And I think I'm actually, one of the things that I'm going to try to swap out is the putting in the Rally Bar and mounting it under the TV where I play. Because then I'll be always on cam. And then there's a camera to cover the other setup. So
should I be worried?
Definitely send some pictures and information next week.
Should I be worried because we have the kids in the back playing video games on Twitch? And I did put the camera on.
Twitch is different than YouTube.
Like, okay, so that's a
I don't
YouTube
know
thing.
what
Okay.
Let's
check on them. They're still playing multiple. They're playing Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah,
so
they're barely on the camera.
And they're also barely in the camera.
Yeah, right.
But they're barely on camera.
Yeah, they are.
I'm wondering
they are
if
now.
that's where. So what we actually did, we're going to do some testing too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have OBS set up on my MacBook, and I have a couple different scenes set up, and one of them is no cameras.
Okay, yeah. So
So I
just
can
switch
always
it to
cut
that.
Yeah, I'm just using the
actual cam.
onboard Xbox thing, so with a webcam plugged into it. So
I'm doing Streamlabs, but with StreamerBot. StreamerBot, I can just switch everything over, and I could even type into my computer. I mean, type into my chat and switch the camera.
Yeah,
and I open it up for the chatters to do it.
I need to redo my home setup for streaming. I got a bunch of old consoles, and it was never easy to execute. You know what I mean?
It's hard because the old consoles are not all streamlined to a same. You got different. Open it and. Yeah,
I need the right splitters and all that kind of stuff because anything I use that like seems to split things seems to also delay it.